Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Taki. The outside linebacker coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw into the hands here of Hardman. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Jets had 8 and 3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw going into the hands of Williams. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Up the middle they go. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Prescott now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On second down, a run with Hall.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, it's Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably... He's got a man complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 30. 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A quick throw there out to Williams.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Run for Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. A gain of 22. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Exit. 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike, squeeze, get in there. Check, lucky.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And some room to run now.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here.
The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that